All right. I think we are live. Let's have a look. There we are. All right. Hey guys, I thought I would just show myself, just in case, you guys think I'm not here like Tuesday. So just while I check everything, what's up? How's everybody going? I just want to check if it's all live and ready to rock and roll. It's Friday, baby. Oh, I'm excited. Brilliant. It looks like we're all ready to rock and roll. Here we are. It's Friday, baby. I'm excited. Welcome. Thank you for joining the show. As usual, a little Friday Mama Jamma at Papa G's house. It's going to be a fun evening. I can't wait. Lots to talk about today. It's going to be fun. I've been able to listen to a lot of music lately, and it's been amazing. So yeah, I'm feeling inspired. Got my guitars back. We'll talk about that in the episode. But I'm super happy. A couple of housekeeping notes. As always, contact me at papaghouse@gmail.com. If you want me to do any reactions to some videos, if you want to send me some stuff that you've been working on, etc., etc. I do this stuff live, so it's always good to interact with you guys. As I say every time, if you're on a smartphone, if you're on a tablet, if you're on a PC, hit that comment section. I respond to the chat. I love the chat section of the show. So keep it up, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you to the new subscribers. It's very awesome to have you guys on board. We're growing, baby. We're growing. There's lots of cool news, lots of fun excitements, and fun announcements. Exciting announcements. That's going to be cool coming. Not today, but we can touch on it slightly. But subscribe to Papa G's house on YouTube. Most importantly, follow the all the rest. Papa G's house everywhere else other than the email papaghouse@gmail.com. But without further ado, let's get this party started. I don't want to go anywhere else. I want to go to Papa G's. Yeah, that's where we're going. Back in your lives, in your ears, and in your face. Welcome to episode 60 of Papa G's house, baby. 60 episodes in the bag. I stopped the in-person podcasts at episode 28, and we've reached 60. Holy shit. I wouldn't have done it without you guys. If you guys are enjoying the show, I'm so glad. If you're not enjoying the show, sorry. But it's good to have you regardless. Dig the interactions with everybody. So welcome to the show. Today we got an exciting episode lined up. We're going to be chatting to Climate Control, and they've just released an EP called Master of None, and another song called Fila. I'm going to find out how they coupled the two together. Love to hear the backstory on that. But damn, I haven't had music that's caught me quite like this. It's not my usual, super, I'm obsessed with the new Lamb of God album at the moment. But this was such a refreshing, it was great. I really enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to getting in the heads of those dudes and seeing what they're all about nowadays. Because they have somewhat changed their style over the years. I think they've been around since about 2019 and 2009, sorry, not 2019. They would have only been a year old. But yeah, so we're going to have Nick and Ricky joining this evening, and we're going to be chatting about their new music. They've been busy. It's been a productive time for Climate Control, and here we are. So I'm looking forward to chatting to them. Got some interesting history with myself and Climate Control and Atlantic South related, which will be quite hilarious to talk about. But also, I have once again upgraded equipment in the studio. I don't know if you guys can see. I've got autofocus. I've got light in front of me. I've sorted out the lighting, so hopefully everybody can see nice and clearly. I just realized in the last episodes my eyes were super dark. So I did my best to fix that. So hopefully it's looking pro for everybody. And for those of you who listen on Spotify and Apple Music and all that kind of stuff, I'm terribly sorry. I've been extremely lazy with getting the audio podcast up. I will make sure with some spare time that I'll be doing that tomorrow. I haven't uploaded the last 2 episodes. My humblest apologies. I've been super busy at work and economically for me things are going well, since the lockdown has lifted, and I'm super. Everybody's got a bit of a spring in their step, it is because of everything's been relaxed a bit, and we don't feel like we're so much in a prohibition anymore because we're allowed to buy our crutches if we have them. So finally, it doesn't feel like we're in prison, but I think everybody still needs to take a little bit of care of themselves and the people around them. I mean, I can see there's just a buzz on the streets, man. I think people are gonna go tits tonight, and I think that's a bad idea. So still be safe out there, guys. Use your noggin and do the right thing, but at the same time have fun. And if you're not having and be good, and if you're not like old Gareth Cliff used to say, take photos so we can share them on this podcast. That will be freaking amazing. And just like I said, I cannot get over this new Lamb of God album. It came out a while ago, but I'm absolutely amazed. I cannot stop listening to it. And now that I work from home and that I don't necessarily travel that often, I stopped actually listening to music a lot. So I haven't really had an opportunity to listen to music. So what I've done now is I'm making the time, especially with the Psalmers. We've been deeply involved in the Psalmers and the submissions and all that kind of stuff. So it's really been a time for me to I've overloaded my brain with music, and it feels great. It feels absolutely amazing to be listening to a lot of music again. I'm feeling inspired. I'm writing riffs. So it's great. I've just recorded a new Ill System track that's going to come out soon, hopefully. Got some news in that department as well. So probably going to have my bandmates from Ill System on a podcast pretty soon. But we got a couple of good ones lined up in the next couple of weeks, just confirming a few of them. One of which is I've been chatting to Joel Dixon. I don't know if you guys saw that Grimehouse and Dream Demon released this epic song called Prison. And it's only time. I mean, I've known Joel since 2013 when Nathan Dixon his brother joined Atlantic South. And he's never been on the show. And it's been 2 years. So we're going to break that. And we're going to have a good old time talking to Joel, because he's in a number of projects. Like Last One Alive. I met him when he first was in Animus Fall. Then there was... now he's in another band called Hollowhook that was just about to do their launch, and then COVID hit, so they were kind of in a shitty position. And one of my favorite musicians in Cape Town, Vanna Barnardo, is the bassist in that band. So I was so stoked for him to be starting this new band and whatnot, but to no avail. So we'll see what's going on with them. And so what I wanted to do, guys, because this song has grabbed me so much. I mean, both of them have, but I've only got time to play one before we chat to Nick and Ricky from Climate Control. So I actually want to play it. I'm going to ask for forgiveness later, and you guys can have a little bit of a jam. And I feel this song is awesome. I really, really, really dig it. They should really change the name of Psalmers to Mahasa. Medal Awards of South Africa, Mahasa. That's brilliant, dude. Welcome, Art. Welcome, Mark. The boys in the chat, love it. I'll get to the chat later, my dudes. But I really think the song, I mean, you know, I'll ask for forgiveness later, but I'm going to play this Master of None so you guys can get an idea before we chat to these guys, because I really thought that this was an incredible a song. Really incredible. So here we go. I hope they forgive me.
Bent back, slow walking in the sun. It's what the decades hold, and you know that they say that it goes quicker than a flash. 10,000 hours, but master of none. Watch the days collect real slow, but you know that they say that it goes quicker than you know.
Ephemeral, lasting for a very short time. Senescent, growing old. Ineffable. Too great to be expressed in describable words.
Good for you, while we're still young. Good for you, but remember these days. Good for you, while we're still young. Good for you. Good for you, while we're still young. Good for you, but remember these days.
Yeah, that song grabbed me so hard. It grabbed me so, it's so hectic. It was just one of those, you know, when it really makes you feel good. And absolutely amazing. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Master of None. And there's another one, Feeler, that we're going to talk about as well. And maybe I'll play that there because it's also an amazing track. I don't know. I mean, these guys are these are talented bunch of dudes. No shadow of a doubt. And I've been following them for quite some time. But it's just so weird. It's, you know how life just carries on, and you just, you know, life goes on. And I know they're Johannesburg band, so obviously I'm concentrating on my own stuff. I can't listen to all music at the same time. But my goodness, what a fun band to listen to. Super cool, super cool. I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed that, and I hope they forgive me. I hope they forgive me for. I hope they forgive me for playing that track. But you know, it's one of those things. We got to ask for forgiveness later. That song grabbed me so much that I actually. I think they'll be okay. But I can't wait to chat to them. We'll be talking to Nick and Ricky of Climate Control, releasing their latest EP, Master of None. So I'm just going to set them up, and we're going to get rolling. It's going to be awesome. So let's just check it out. Going to get there. But let me just let the guys know that I can see them, and I'm just sorting them out quickly. How you doing, dudes? I'll introduce you formally in two ticks. But it's Friday. I hope everybody's having an amazing day. And it's gonna be a fun time chatting to these dudes. Master of None, Feeler, 2 brand new singles out, or an EP. We'll get to the whole explanation now when we chat to them. But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we have. Well, let me just get that sorted quickly. Getting that, live DIY podcasting. This is how we do, baby. But it's going to be a fun chat for sure. Just bear with me, boys. Be with you in a sec. All right. There we go. I think we're good. We are good. Let's get it going. All right. Welcome, Nick and Ricky of Climate Control. What's up, dude? Sorry that took a little bit of time. What's happening?
No stress.
No problem.
Nice one. Thank you so much for joining the show, guys. Listen, I have to ask for forgiveness. I've just played Master of None on the show, and I was singing along, and I hope they didn't hear me. Dudes, I must say, I'm going to say off the bat, and I'm not going to be that guy to compliment every single band that comes on the show, but I have to be honest, guys. That song really grabbed me. I'm super happy that you guys released that. I'm super stoked. I just want to get one thing right. Nick is on my left and Ricky is on my right? Or other way around?
Nick this side.
Okay, sick. There we go. All right, guys. Dudes, so tell me, I think in your bio it said you guys have just you come back from a break. Or was that
sort of?
So tell me about that.
Yeah, so we had a bit of a period where after our last couple of shows, we just took like a bit of a longer break to regain our thoughts about what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
And also have had a couple of member changes and stuff. So as a 3-piece now, also there's like a different dynamic, and we were kind of just like, where to from here?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think it's just been a time of like reflecting as to like what we actually want to do musically, and then that's kind of led us to these new singles.
Yeah, now tell me, and you guys are now a 3-piece. You started out, if I can remember, is it at least you were a 5-piece at one stage, were you not? Or was it always
at one point? Yeah.
Yeah, because I discovered you guys in 2000 and I think it was 2013 or 14, where you guys released that song Tidal Wave.
Oh, yeah, it was 2014, yeah.
2014, and funny little story is my band Atlantic South were releasing a song at the same time. You guys released the song literally a week before, and our song was also called Tidal Wave. And we
nice.
the week before decided to change it to Riptide because we didn't want to try and have the same song as another band in the local scene. It still worked in the same context. We didn't want to be like, oh shit, there's Tidal Wave. So we decided to change our song's name.
Oh damn! Jeez, the timing is bizarre, actually.
Yeah, it's crazy, eh? But so tell me, how you guys have been around since about 2009. Ricky, maybe you can step in here. And tell us how the band got started, or are you one of the who's the founding members of the band? Let's just go through a little bit of history, because I also do see you've got 2 full albums out. You have progressively over time changed your sound somewhat. So I want to get into the whole nitty-gritty of that.
Okay, well, I can't speak for the whole history of the band because I only joined a couple of years ago. So Nick will have to speak more to the
sure
longer history of the band.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, hit me with it, Nick.
Yeah, I think, well, I would say from the beginning, yeah, we have changed like style and genre over the years and stuff. But when we kicked off, it was Luca and myself, who is our guitarist as well. He and I kicked it off in high school just because we both wanted to do something musical. We had both been. He actually started as our initial drummer back in the day for a little while, and then switched over to guitar. But it was just basically, we both had kind of like a proper passion for the stuff we were listening to, and we just wanted to make something of our own.
Sure.
And then from there, it was actually kind of cool, because if I look back, I don't think that any of our decisions were like the style and changes that we made. Nothing was like pre-planned, and we were like, that's going to be the vibe we're going at with our next release. It was always just this like full-on organic thing, like whatever was exciting us most, and that's the sort of avenue that we took.
Yeah. Well,
and then Ricky is
actually
sorry. Yeah, no, Ricky's our most recent member, who joined us about 2 years ago on drums.
Sweet. And I've just lost my freaking train of thought, but yeah, because I like the progression. I mean, you were heavier, like you had that heavier metalcore kind of style. And then, you know, with the breakdowns and all that kind of stuff. And then it's been a nice progression. I mean, I've always been a fan of that happening. I don't speak for a lot of other people. You know, if you think of like guys like Bring Me the Horizon, I mean, there was a lot of heavier kind of stuff back then. But the natural progression of bands that just change their sound. I mean, has anybody? I mean, nobody was against it in the band whatsoever. So you say it was all organic.
Pretty much. I mean, even now in the relatively short space of time that Ricky's been in the band, like I would say, we spoke about this recently actually, but like his approach to drums and what he's brought to the table from that aspect has actually kind of, for me, it's like almost the best we've ever been in terms of just the dynamics of what we're creating and stuff, because his flair adds something completely unique to it. But I feel like it just really complements everything, like the way that I'm kind of writing at the moment, and the way Luca's guitar playing, like the stuff that he's adding from that angle. I think everything's blending really well, even though it's not necessarily the same genre, or like it's not obviously as heavy as some of our older stuff as well.
But I can imagine going from a 5 to a 4 to eventually a 3-piece. I can imagine the writing to be so much more smooth, you know, where, you know, they say more heads make light work, but in my opinion, in terms of in a band, that doesn't necessarily have the same effect.
Yeah, I don't know how a band like Slipknot does anything.
Yeah, like 9 people. I mean, fuck. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, getting. I mean, Ricky is a nightmare. He's just never happy with anything. So I think,
but those drummers, they've got that. Drummers have that analytical thinking. You know, they overthink everything. It's off the beat. I know how it is. Just speak to Alex Williamson, my drummer, and I know it's a drummer thing, bro. I promise you, they're the smartest people in the room.
Yeah, I mean, Ricky, I think he's thinking of like 17 different things at any given time, just because like each of his limbs is off on a different like groove or something like that, you know. But
now, Ricky, tell me, are you a kind of drummer that likes a lot of like odd time signatures and stuff, or do you more prefer like a 4 on the floor, like full guy? Tell me what your style is.
I suppose the way I approach music is just to be as creative as possible. I like to be mostly sort of feel-based. So if I ever get a new piece of music, I'll just sit with it and I'll play it over and over and over again and try lots of different ideas with it, you know, because I don't, you know, I try to do something a little bit different when I can, you know, as long as it suits the music well enough, you know. I don't want to be show offy, but I also don't want to have to like hold back, you know.
Yeah, well, so it's very important to fit within the camber of a song, you know. Obviously you can try to be different as much as you can, but if you know, if it doesn't fit the feel, obviously, like you say, it's not gonna be the best result. But yeah, that's awesome. I mean, I think drummers are always trying to do some new cool shit. There's always something. There's something always new. I started playing drums. I played drums before anything else. And then I realized it was too hard, so I started playing guitar. So tell me, guys. So your first album was, let me just think. It was, I've got it up here. Preludes. That was more of the heavier metalcore type sound, yeah.
Pretty much.
And then,
it had also, like, I mean, I think for me as a songwriter, I've always been more, I gravitate more to the melodic and sort of catchier side of things.
Mm-hmm.
But I like a good, like, meaty riff. So I think that album is a kind of middle point of the two, because there's some really heavy stuff on there, like some of the songs like Death Rattle and Spiraling.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's also some pretty, like super melody focused songs, like This Chemical Overload, or even like the singles like A Bouquet of Hate and stuff like that. Like, they're predominantly based in like melody and I try to write like as strong vocal hooks and stuff like that as possible.
Well, we'll get to that with Master of None. Holy shit, dude. That Good For You, Run While You're Still Young. That really grabbed me. Like, if I'll bring my girlfriend into this room last night, we put Master of None on, then it went Feeler, and then we went through your entire catalog last night. It was fantastic. It really, like, vocal hooks, riffs, and vocal harmonies for days.
That's awesome. Thanks.
Yeah,
man.
dude. And so tell me, Luca, does he do any of the vocal harmonies? I know we're jumping around a bit, but I did want to ask about Luca first before going into the. Has he been in the band the entire time? What's the story there?
Pretty much, yeah. He and I, since about 2008, 2009, high school days. That's when we kicked it off.
Now, you say high school. How old are you guys, dude? Was it 2009 you were still in high school?
Yeah, 2009 was matric for both of us.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so that was our...
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, I wish I started a band in high school, dude. Fuck. I mean, it's one of those things. So carry on. Yeah, sorry, I'm interrupting you all the time.
No, sure. Yeah, so I think from Luca has like a really key. So like when it comes to guitars, he and I are like, we've never had like a lead guitarist, rhythm guitarist type of thing. Like that always switches up. Sometimes he'll take the full on lead piece, and then sometimes I'll do that. But it's kind of like we always reference this, but Under Oath is like one of our biggest musical influences.
I see.
And
okay.
like, yeah, what they do with the guitar side of things, where it's like, you know what I mean? There's always a duality with the two, but one isn't only playing rhythm.
Yeah.
So he and I do that. When it comes to vocals, I do all of the clean stuff with the harmonies and whatnot, and then I did some of the scream vocals on Preludes, but I wouldn't say that that's like my strongest forte. So our ex-bassist Wesley did the scream vocals, and before him, our previous bassist Callum, he also did the scream vocals.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I mean, you know, it's nice sometimes not to have the scream vocals in, but now you don't do any screaming whatsoever going forward, eh? Or will
pretty much the latest stuff doesn't necessarily warrant that. I think that
it depends on what the song needs, you know.
Yeah. I think that I always enjoy us. Like, it's not a case of. I mean, some people kind of go through phases, I guess, and then they don't like heavy music anymore or whatever. But that's definitely not the case. Like, I think all of us still listen to a lot of heavy stuff, but it wouldn't necessarily have a place in our current vibe. Yeah. And also, I think, live. There was a stage at one point.
You kill your voice at the same time. Yeah. Were you trying to switch from harsh to cleans? It's a mission.
Yeah, that was a rough period, because there was a time when we were 3-piece back in, I think it was 2010 for a little bit, when our first bassist left, and then for at least half a year, like at all the live shows, I had to do all the vocals, so the clean stuff and the scream vocals,
and play guitar.
And I just remember. And the guitar, yeah. So I just remember after every show, I just felt like my brain was fried, and I was like physically exhausted. You know, I don't think. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy more. I'm a little bit happy sticking with just the clean vocal side.
No, for sure, Jed. And listen, we will obviously touch on Master of None now, but I must say, you guys really, you know, the one thing with me, and I've said it time and time again, and I've got heat for it and all that kind of shit, is like I never did clean vocal. You know, like I don't like clean vocals unless you can really, really do clean vocals. You know what I mean? You know, like you've got to really be able to pull it off live, hit key, you know, and you know, you can really hear in your recordings that you guys, and I think, have I seen you live? I can't remember. I've seen a couple of shows up in Joburg, but I can't remember if I saw you guys live. I can't remember. Must have been have you played a Cranked Up before? Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
2018 maybe.
I think we've played 3 different Cranked Ups, but
okay,
the
then
most
that's
recent
one of them.
one was a while back. I
Okay.
think it was 2016.
Okay. And then you slightly, after your first album, Preludes, you changed your sound even once again, because maybe I read the bio for Equals Not. I'm not sure, but was there a break because there was a 2013, and then 5 years later, Equals Not came along.
Yeah, and then Tidal Wave was in between those 2.
Okay.
Oh no,
All right.
sorry, there were 3 singles in between those 2. Actually, there was Tidal Wave, and then after
Little
Tidal Wave
Mess
we
and
dropped.
Ghosts.
Yes.
Yeah. Sweet. Dropping knowledge, baby. But so now tell me a bit, like, Equals Not, Preludes, how was the writing process? Was it different between the 2? Who did you use? Are you another alumni of Clinton Watts?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, yeah.
He
you
did.
can tell. I love it, dude. I love it.
Yeah, no,
He's
Clint's
such
amazing.
a magician, dude.
He's mind blowing. Yeah, he did. We worked with him in his studio before like when he had just moved up to Joburg, and like before he had any of his gear or anything. So like he tracked our first ever demo before Preludes, and that was probably 2008 around about. And we worked with him on everything up to Equals Not. We've done with Clint, which has been amazing because he's such a good vibe. Like to work with in studio, he's always got amazing insights and suggestions and stuff like that, and so chilled. He's like there's a ton of banter in between. I mean, actually doing the work. So
I've never heard a bad anything from. I mean, Gallows, High Wraith, Human Nebula, you guys, us. Ill System, Atlantic South, everybody who uses them absolutely loves them. So another Robin Ferguson, another shout out to Clinton Watts at Watts Productions. He obviously is doing great things up there. So awesome. But then so Preludes 5 years, Equals Not. So what happened after you did you do a touring cycle of Equals Not? Was 2009 obviously 2017 and 18 must have been a very busy year for you. Obviously writing the stuff and then doing shows afterwards. How was 2018-19 for you?
It was actually pretty difficult because that was like, I don't know. I think it would be cool to get your perspective on this, Ricky, as well, because he joined us in 2018, but that was the year that our original drummer left. And then when we decided to do Equals Not, we kind of just like, we were like trying to find a balance and a middle ground, because we didn't actually have the budget to go and track a full album in studio. But we also had all of this material that we had been playing live for at least, like some of the songs on there, these 5-6 years, that weren't on Preludes or released as singles or anything. So we were just
so you had songs that weren't even released that you were playing in your set.
Yeah, for ages. And I felt like it would have been such a shame to let those songs not ever see the light of day other than just at shows.
Yeah.
So then we decided to put that put the album together based on where we were at that time, and then also the songs that we had been playing that had never been released.
Okay.
And then because of not really being able to go and track in studio at that time and like fund a full album, I basically sort of just jumped in the deep end on the production side of things, and we just did the whole thing ourselves, just in my like super simple home setup. And then
there's a story
so that was like
there's a story behind that, dude. I mean, that's a certain chapter in your life that is a talking point. You will be able to tell your kids that, you know, like we had no money, so we got down and we Steve Jobs did in my fucking garage, you know, that kind of thing.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been amazing to track it with Clint, but I think when it came to this, it was just like it was out of our means at the time, and then I just was like, let's see what we can do. And yeah, it was proper deep end. Like I was shitting myself the whole time, but
Yeah.
learned so much about just production and trying
Lots
to
of
get
YouTube tutorials.
the amount of videos and reading, man.
Yeah.
It was painful, but yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with where we got it to. And then
Nice.
yeah, I mean, I'm just bleating on here. Ricky, do you want to say from your perspective when it came
sorry,
to
Ricky, man.
Equals Not?
He's busy working out new grooves. Tell me, Ricky, let me ask you a question. Did you study music?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I never did any sort of formal learning for drums.
Okay.
Yeah, all just self-taught mostly. Yeah.
So tell me, let's concentrate on you for a second. Now, you came into Climate Control maybe what, 2 years ago, 3 years ago? So how long has it been?
It's since 2018, so about 2 years. Yeah.
Okay. So what were you doing before that?
So I was in a band previously called Urban Vitamin, and that
I know
came
Urban
through-
Vitamin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I'm thinking in the past we've played a couple shows together as well.
Yeah,
'cause
that's
I'll-
quite.
I'll-
I think we maybe came up to and played Rumors with you guys maybe one stage.
Yeah,
We've only
I think
done
we
it
did.
twice, but yeah, you guys
Yeah.
were definitely on the. Blah.
Yes, yeah.
Lost my train of thought. Go for it. Yeah.
So that came to an end in 2017. So the timing was actually pretty good because then I had just like under a year off, and it kind of all just sort of fell into place. And then Jacques ended up leaving Climate Control, and then I saw an opportunity to join a band that I really enjoyed, you know.
Okay. And how long was Urban Vitamin around for? I mean, how long were you guys a band?
Oh, for ages. It's a very similar sort of situation as Climate Control, where Urban Vitamin was around for like 10 years, but I also joined only much later on.
Okay.
I think Urban Vitamin started 2007, 2008, and then I joined them sort of 2014.
Okay.
And then I was with them for like 3 years, and yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. So and then okay, so you're roughly the same age as the other guys in the band.
In Climate Control or
Climate
Urban
Control.
Vitamin? So I'm younger than
Okay.
the guys by a few years. So I'm 26 now.
Okay. Was Urban Vitamin your first band?
My first proper band, I would say, because I mean, like
Everyone's
most
at a
musicians-
garage band, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
My
So
garage
Urban-
band was Sunday Night Demons.
Nice.
Yeah, we used to have a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
hangovers.
Yeah, so Urban Vitamin was my first like real gigging band. So yeah.
Okay, awesome. So and you enjoying your time with Climate Control? Obviously, Nick's like, hey, chime in, Ricky. So they obviously appreciate you and your contribution to the band as well, man. The drumming on the fucking on the two singles is amazing. So I love what you guys have done there. So let's talk about it, boys. Good for you. Run while you're still young. That is just such an amazing line, Nick, dude. And the whole chorus, it just grabs me. I mean, if you want to go after the show and watch back when I play the song, and there's a little thing of me, and I'm probably singing my lungs out. Hopefully, I muted my mic. I can't remember. But I literally have been singing along for the last 48 hours. Congratulations, well done, Master of None and Feeler. Both have actually got great views. I mean, great views and great listens on Spotify and YouTube and whatnot. How did this come about? Why Master of None? Why Feeler? Why the separate artwork? All that kind of jazz.
I think we didn't like have a set plan going into dropping these ones, but like all of these, so we've got a series of 4 singles that are planned, but they're kind of standalone. We're not really planning like an EP or an album or anything like that. And I think each one has a very distinct style, but we wanted to keep them that way. So like each one kind of sounds similar in terms of, because we've recorded and produced them at the same time, but they all kind of speak for themselves, and they have a very specific vibe.
Yeah, but they
and
follow
feel.
on from each other extremely well.
Oh, thanks, man.
They really do.
Yeah, it was quite fun actually because Fila, like at first, there was obviously, I think it's our most different sounding song, and it was just a weird occurrence because I was literally sitting in like a business meeting, and the intro bass groove and beats and everything literally just popped into my head, and from that point on, I wasn't listening to shit anyone was saying. It was just this thing on loop in my head, and I was trying not to forget it and stuff. So like from there, that song just kind of grew from that, and it was we've workshopped that a lot as well, because like I know at first Ricky heard it and he was like, what the hell is this? Like, this is not us. What is this crap? So it was like
you gotta someone's always gonna challenge, bro. You gotta have that dynamic.
Yeah. No, but for sure. I mean, like we said, going into these 4 singles, especially, we've tried to always be like that. But for this one, we were like, we can't go in a specific direction unless all of us are pretty amped about it, you know?
Yeah.
So we've actually workshopped a lot of that song went through quite a few different versions and different editions and stuff. And I think that's kind of been the case for all of these 4 singles, like especially one of the next 2 that we're going to be dropping. I mean, how many drum variations do you think we've tried already, Ricky?
The deep breath. It's like too many, bro. Too many.
I don't even know.
Yeah, but hey, listen, if you dig that whole if you dig the grind and you know, it doesn't feel like work, so it really, you know you're creating, you really, guys, I mean, I must say, you really, I don't want to harp on it too much, but I mean, we are here for a reason. I haven't had a song grab me that like Master of None has in a very long time. It's a if you had to play that in a stadium of 30,000 people, you would hear the crowd singing that back to you for sure, without a shadow of a doubt. Awesome to hear. And I'm not I don't like to blow smoke or anything like that. I'm being dead serious. I was gonna swear, but then I thought that maybe be too much. So and now that recording process, who did you record that with? Was that also with Clinton, or how was that? Because you did say up to a certain point.
Yeah, so after Equals Not, obviously that we handled that one ourselves, and then for these singles we've done a similar approach. So I've also recorded and mixed and produced all of these myself, just in this basic studio setup. But we got Clint involved this time with mastering, so he has mastered these tracks for us.
Oh, so it's just basically this. Well, we didn't. Yeah, we just send our stems off to him, obviously, because we can't be in the studio with him. That kind of situation. It's sweet, man. That's seriously good. I mean, I love the collaborations and stuff. Even, and also another feather in Clinton's hat is that he does do that offering. That send me your stems and I'll do my best to make it sound, you know, groovy. So how long of those? So was Fila released before Master of None?
Yeah, that one was June. It was June, right?
Okay. Because you said that those were new songs that you'd written right throughout lockdown.
Yeah, pretty much. We got a chance to play them live, literally for the first time. We've only ever played any of these songs live once, which was in Feb. We played at Ricky. Where was it? My brain is turning off.
With Crown the Empire. Yeah.
Oh,
where was it?
Cool. Crown the Empire.
Platteland, of course. Yeah. Okay, so we jammed at Platteland, and that was literally the first time and only time that we've ever played these songs live.
And the guitarist of Crown the Empire had COVID.
Oh, remember?
Yeah, bro, remember that shit.
Oh yeah,
I got sick a week later, and I thought I had COVID, but it turned out to be nothing.
Yeah, because the promoter put out a freaking statement saying, "Listen, if you're feeling a bit stiff, you're like, go and sort yourself. Yeah, go sort out. Go. Just take some precautions."
Panic stations.
Yeah. So obviously, lockdown hit. Shows, venues, everything disappeared. You decided to take it upon yourselves to go, listen, Stafford, we're going to use this as a productive time. We're going to write some singles. We're going to get it out there. Or record some singles and then get it out there for the masses. I mean, have you got any intentions of doing any sort of live streams? I know things have kind of lifted up. Nobody's really talking about any live shows at the moment. So what would your ideal situation be? Tough question. Sorry.
Yeah, you take this one, Ricky.
I mean, ideally, we'd love to play it live, but I mean, I think at the moment we're just focused on the singles at the moment and getting them out and sorting all of that out. I mean, I think our original plan was to get this all out way earlier in the year. I think originally this was all meant to come out, all four singles were meant to come out in like April, May, by then. But I think with COVID, everything's been pushed so far. We don't even know.
Yeah,
we don't even have plans anymore.
You're in the same boat as everybody else, so I mean, you're forgiven. I mean, it's just one of those cards that we've all been dealt. So now, tell me, do you guys all live in close proximity with each other? Because I mean, I know Joburg's fucking massive. Is it at least a 30-minute drive to get to anybody?
Nick and Luca live in Alberton, and I live in Fourways, so it's a 50-minute drive for me, so it's quite far.
Fourways, but no, I'm only joking. I'm only joking. You're saying, bro. That's true. I went to that Copper Lake when I was last there at that one thing and had a good few pints. What's that place called? Where they got that massive spa in Fourways. They got a nice Copper Lake over there. I really liked it. Nice beer. So
Rad.
Two more songs to go.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I would say that they're like, one of them is like 95% finished, and then the other one I've been having like incredible writer's block with the lyrics. Musically, it's basically all there, and especially on this one track, I would say that Ricky has gone full on like drum connoisseur. Like he's the level of detail that he's put into some of the pieces and the fills in the song.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's like next level. So I think that one I'm like both of these actually I'm really excited about. But just the writer's block is smashing me hard on the one song.
Yeah, look, just wait for the inspiration to come. Don't rush it. Don't force it. Breathe. Go out. Don't worry about it. That's the worst thing as well. And when you were actually talking about the last thing where you were playing a whole bunch of songs that hadn't been recorded or released yet, you know how that has such a knock-on effect in terms, in my opinion, that has a knock-on effect as a whole, which puts a bunch of pressure on the band, where you end up playing the same set for so long because you haven't recorded these songs yet, and then you've still got to tour the cycle of the songs once you've released them, but you've played them a bunch of times already. You know what I mean? So the fans have to slowly but surely get familiar with them over time if they're going to your shows and stuff like that. So we got into a situation where we did the same thing. We wrote an entire EP, played it for a freaking whole year, then recorded, and then we played it for a whole nother year, and then we just became despondent because the time goes by. It like doubles the time, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But anyway, long explanation. I'm sorry.
No, I know what you mean. It's an interesting thing because I know that, I mean, these songs never got the chance to get to that point because we literally played them at one show.
Yeah.
Ever. And
I thought you were
talking
talking about.
I mean,
I thought you were talking between Preludes and the next album. I wasn't talking about.
No, for both actually, because that's the sort of difference there. But yeah, from the older song perspective, I know what you mean. Yeah. I listened to a podcast recently with Rue Reynolds from Enter Shikari.
Yes, yeah.
And he was talking about, and I know exactly what he meant by this, but he was saying how certain songs are like a staple on their set lists. Mm-hmm. So like some of their older classics like Mothership or Sorry You're Not a Winner and stuff like that. And that's a fan favorite. So like they have to, it's expected that they would have that on like every set, but like you actually do become emotionally disconnected or distant from those songs. Mm-hmm. So I know that all of us have gotten that kind of fatigue from some of the older songs before, even though they're like some of the more popular stuff. So like A Bouquet of Hate, I still love that song, but I'm also like not, you know what I mean? Like I can't get into that space that much where I'm like, I can feel where I was when I wrote it. and playing it live, I know for myself and for a lot of the guys, it's not as fun and exciting. So you have to sort of balance that, come to like a balance point with that.
100%. Okay, Ricky, favorite tidal wave, favorite climate control song.
I think mine is Ghosts, definitely.
Okay,
Yeah.
Nick.
This is so hard, man. It's like choosing your favorite child.
No, yeah, I know for sure, but yeah, because I want to know, because I'm gonna go and look at the rest of the. Obviously, you know, I've only got so much time, so I haven't listened to everything. I've listened to Feeler and Master of None to death. I love Little Mess. I love Tidal Wave. But so tell me, Ricky loves Ghosts.
Yeah, I would say probably Tidal Wave as a whole.
Cool.
But yeah, I think.
But all of them in general.
Yeah, as well. All of them, and also like I've got some that are like not that. You know, like sometimes you think a song's gonna land much bigger than it does.
Yeah.
There's certain songs like that from the older era that I really think like the last track on our album Preludes called Preludium. That song for me is one of our best like riffy songs. I'm like really still proud of some of the riffs that are like some of the fast riffs in that song, and just the epicness, because that song basically sounds it's like about the end of the world basically. And we tried hard to get it to sound like that, like apocalyptic and just epic and massive and stuff. So I think that one for me is also got a bit of a soft spot. I have a soft spot for it because of
the name again.
Preludium.
The Preludium, yeah. Okay, cool. So quickly, the latest two, Feeler. What is that all about? What is the message?
I don't know, to be honest.
Well, that's good.
It's one of those.
Say the listener can get out of it whatever they deem fit.
Yeah. Well, Ricky, what is your interpretation of that track? Like, what do you get? What is your meaning of it?
Because the song will make a lot of people feel different ways when they listen to it, you know? Tough questions at Papa Jesus, baby.
Yeah, like I like being vague with the lyrics sometimes.
Yeah.
But that song doesn't necessarily come from a specific place or have like a distinct meaning. I think that one's very, like, I kind of like that one just being open to interpretation.
Exactly. That was what I was trying to look for, for interpretation. But then Master of None has a very specific context.
Yeah, that one, the way that track came about, it's kind of cool because each of these songs, these four that we're putting out now, they all have like quite a clear memory in mind as to like how they originated, as opposed to just like I was having a writing session. You know, this one I was like driving to work or somewhere, but then I just remember seeing this person on the side of the road, this like really, really old dude, but like super old. He was like just like slow ass strolling in the middle of the day by himself.
So you really hoped he ran when he was young, and he was and he made the most of his life basically.
Yeah, he is hoping, but it got me thinking, because like he had the whole typical like scrolling dance and like just sauntering around, and it got me thinking like just about that, and like, I mean, if I think about the last couple of years, they feel like they've been a couple of minutes sometimes. Just
sure.
How fast time is passing.
100%.
And I always fixate on that kind of thing. So that song is almost like a message to myself in a way, and I guess just in general about that, to not do that and live retrospectively and like try to be present, because that's, you know what I mean, like this is the most fleeting thing that there is, really.
Sure. Well, it really, really, Master of None grabbed me from the first note. So I really, really thoroughly enjoyed it. Guys, it's been absolutely awesome talking to you. We've never met in person before, so it's a pleasure to meet you for the first time. I hope that we will cross paths in person in future. Hopefully we'll maybe share the stage one day when this all lifts. anything that you guys want to say to your listeners, anybody who's new to the band, where they can follow you, how they can get in touch with you and all that kind of jazz?
Ricky, you go for it.
Oh, okay.
Ricky, you look so much like that guy from 13 Reasons Why, bro.
I've never watched it. So
yeah, well, go watch it. It's a compliment. Don't worry, he's a good-looking chap. He's not from Four Ways, though, bro.
No.
No, I'm not joking, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hit us with it, man.
Well, to all our listeners or anyone who's a fan, thank you so much, first of all, for giving us your time. And for anyone who's come to the shows, again, thank you so much. You're the reason we do this, apart from doing it for ourselves. And you can find us fairly easily on all sort of social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram. We have a YouTube channel as well, where you can also go watch our latest videos for the 2 new singles, which Nick himself actually made, and he did a very good job.
Geez, Nick, you jack of all trades and not a master of none, eh?
Yeah.
Sorry, bro. Fuck.
Well played.
Sorry. Carry on.
Nicely done.
Sorry, bro. Yeah. Okay. So we are Climate Control at We Are Climate Control on Instagram. Check out Climate Control on Facebook. Check them out on YouTube. Contact them. Message them on their inbox. Hound them. Get them to get some more merch going. Stuff like that. Because I need a Climate Control piece of merch. I'm looking forward to it. You guys got merch? Not yet.
Yeah, well, we must actually hook you up. We've literally got the last run of the Equals Not merch. I think we've got like maybe 3 pieces left. Like we've got like 2 snapback caps and a like long sleeve shirt. I think that's
count me in for a snapback. Count me in for a long sleeve shirt. I got your email. We must make an arrangement. I'll pay for shipping. We'll sort it out. Sick.
dope, man.
All right, man. Guys, thank you so much. Check out Climate Control, their new single, Master of None. It is an absolute banger. It gave me goosebumps the first time I heard it. Second time, third time, still gives me goosebumps. Great song. Good for you. Run while you're still young. Fucking A, baby. Thank you so much for joining the show, guys. It's been a pleasure. I can't wait to see you again. We'll catch up in after the next 2.
Thanks
awesome.
so much.
Super keen.
Sweet brothers. Thanks so much. Go well.
You too, man. Have a good one.
All right. That was Nick and Ricky from Climate Control. What an awesome discussion. That was amazing. That song grabs me like crazy. Hope you guys enjoyed that chat. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. It looks like we are doing well with the Gremlins today. It's been fantastic. So how's everybody else's Friday doing? Don't see many people in the chat, but I'll pull it up. We got what's up, Mark? What's up, Art? Saying I'm eating now, waiting. I didn't make you wait too long this week, bro. By mistake, made you guys wait half an hour last week. So I tried my best to be on time today. Eating now, we'll join in a bit. Thanks for that information, brother. You look sparkly. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoy the new layout. Little autofocus, blurred, get a little focus on the Papa G face. Amazing. New cushions? No, those actually aren't new cushions. Yeah, they've always been there. They're actually little sound waves. Then we've got Angela. Hey, yo, peeps. What's up? Thank you so much for joining, Angela. Always fun to have you in here. It's either you or Violet Aurora. Which one? Which is your jewelry company. Go check out Violet Aurora. She does amazing jewelry. I didn't realize that Violet Aurora was in fact a business. So go check out Angela's work. Amazing stuff. Really, really liked some of the stuff that I saw. I'm listening and I'm just surfing for Beatles. Surfing for Beatles? What does that mean? Beatles the music or... clean vocals with no auto-tune is the program drums and singing. I don't know. Didn't ask those questions. David Devo, what's up in the house? And Angela says, awesome chat, says G. No issues tonight, brother. Thank you so much, Art, bro. Thank you so much for always tuning in, having a great time. But there's a couple of things. There's one thing that I didn't do last week, and that something that we are going to do today is my drummer in the band Ill System got pranked pretty hard by his girlfriend. I mean, his wife. Not his girlfriend, his wife. And I am going to show you this dude's reaction from his wife scaring him while he's playing video games. I hope he doesn't kill me for this, but I've been waiting to show you guys this for quite some time. So here we go. We will hit it in about a second because it is too funny. It is too funny. Let's check this out. There we go. There we go. Pause that. Get it up. You guys have got to check this out. Oh, look at this. Can you hear the gun? We gotta play it one more time. One more time. Big screen. How's the fuck at the end? Amazing. It's so funny. That video is hilarious. Since Mr. Art Pereira is in the chat. I shared a video on my page the other day of a band that I'm very fond of that wasn't very active. They haven't retired or anything, but we've been trying to get them to I said we need a rally to get these guys going, and this is the reason why. This is Verona Walls Come Down. At Raw, baby! Cape Town, South Africa. I'm actually gonna fucking play this whole song up. Hope you don't mind. Art Pereira with short hair. Listen.
Julle is poes mal, yo guys, yo.
Julle is man. Yeah.
Excitement to fucking gain these.
Oh, that's the best. I love it. Yeah. Oh man, that's so amazing. Yes, I was at that show. That show. Fuck. What's his name again? Marco. He ran into the crowd and he picked me up and he spun me around, put me down, ran back on stage. It was the weirdest thing. It was great. I felt so special. It was fantastic. But I don't know if Art remembers that. Marco ran out, did a circle, found me, picked me up, spun me around, and then put me down and then ran back on stage. It was amazing. Good times, man. Jeez, I really, I miss Raw, hey. I miss Raw so much. It was a small, dingy little club, but holy shit, do I miss that place. I miss that place like crazy. Yeah, that's amazing. I may sound like a full of myself person, but we did, Angela. Yes, Art, there's no harm in telling the truth that you kicked ass. But I'm gonna look at some submissions right now. We've been going a while. I'm gonna look at first because we showed the scare for Ramon. We're gonna do breakdowns with Ramon quickly. Yeah, okay. So this is a submission from Mr. Ramon Pickover, obviously, because it's breakdowns with Ramon. Otherwise, it wouldn't be da-da-da. So here we go. This is called Alpha Wolf, Bleed For You. This is a breakdown. Let's go. Here we go. Dig it. Well done. Thank you for that submission. Go check out Alpha Wolf Bleed For You for that short but very powerful breakdown. There we got another submission from Bastalja. I think that's Mark Olwacher. Viscera. And the song is called Immersed in Ire. Ire means anger. This is boss. This is so sick. The dude's jacked to the gills as well. But I can't shake the fear in my subconscious. Everything you are is substance. The torment of the warrior to come. Some demons tearing down the walls around my eye. There's no place better for these things that I hide. There's lots of like technical riffage in there. I mean, it's not simple, that shit. That is like fucking difficult. Hard. Okay, I'm definitely gonna go check that out after that. That was awesome. And Immersed in Ire, that definitely sounds like it's Immersed in Ire. It sounds very, very angry. But yeah, so let me just check my notes quickly because I know there's a couple of things that I wanted to chat about today. But yeah, it's been a great episode, guys. Thank you so much for pulling in. I know it's a Friday. You must also tell me if I need to start the show a bit later. I know tonight's viewership isn't as large as it usually is. So let me know if now that lockdown level 2 has kicked in, where the 6:30 is too early. But yeah, so the weather's been bitterly cold, starting to warm up a little bit here in Cape Town. I don't know how the rest of the country's looking, but fuck me, it's been cold in Cape Town. I thank you so much to Oliver Sagerson at Paul Botham Music for setting up my LTD guitar and fixing my input jack. I've reset that thing up. I'm back at drop C. I'm ready to write some fucking killer tunes. Oh, well, hopefully killer. I mean, who knows? I might suck. But really excited. Got some new plugins to play with. Going to be a busy day tomorrow behind this PC, so I can try and start writing some music, because I have got a new project. I have a new partner in crime who I'm writing music with. Well, not a new partner. It's an old new partner. So we'll announce that when we're ready. You know, we'll see. We'll wait for there to be a product first. Lots of cool things to talk about is, well, to kind of allude to, is that might have kind of got into my first collaboration partnership with another entity, which is going to be quite fun. So Papa G's house is branching out, baby. It's getting bigger, well, getting busier. Wouldn't say bigger. That I need you guys for that. Cigs and booze, everybody can get their cigs and booze. Super excited to be able to just go up to the store and get a couple of beers if I want to. Seen a couple of reckless people on the streets, you know, lots of people sharing cigarettes, no masks. Fucking, the thing actually pissed me off. I saw 2 guys not wearing a mask outside Pick and Pay, sharing a cigarette, but then they've got a sand bucket right there where they're told to put the cigarettes, and then they're flicking the buds all over the freaking floor in the street. Pissed me off, brother. I kind of almost wound down my window and shouted at them, but I thought, whatever. Yeah, so that possible partnership's gonna be cool. I'm looking forward to that. If you guys want to check out an amazing episode, please, if you didn't check out my episode last week with Ashley De Beer of Truth and Its Burden, that was one of my best episodes to date. I really, really thoroughly enjoyed my episode with him. So please do yourself a favor and go look at the history of Truth and Its Burden. They're a really, really cool bunch of guys. They make great music, and they have a die-hard mentality. They're road dogs, basically. They want to embrace the grind and do it the DIY way. Check them out, because they deserve it, and they got good tunes. Very, very emotional. Lots of good things to look forward to there. But you know, guys, it's Friday. I'm gonna get a couple of drinks and me this evening and have a good old time. But thank you guys for having an amazing, branching out, rad. Let's catch up with the chat quickly. Yeah, dude, thank you so much, guys. Yeah, people can go out in level 2. That's true. You know, I mean, there's 2 arguments. There's 2 sides to the stories. You've also got to go out there and support our local economy in order for it to survive. So it's a double-edged sword. So if you're going to be doing stuff, it's legal, but just please exercise caution and be safe. I don't want any of you getting sick. Yeah, so thank you guys. I really had fun today, guys. It's been an amazing episode. Thank you for all the banter in the chat. Thank you for the submissions. Remember to subscribe to Papa G's house. I'm having fun doing this. I'm super excited with my new lighting, with my new autofocus camera. Everything's smooth. I'm really, really thoroughly enjoying. Just improving day by day. People are at the Toad for Robin's birthday tonight. Oh shit, okay. Sweet. Will you be going? Anyway, enough chit chat. Thank you guys for all joining the show. Please subscribe to Papa G's house. Once again, hit that notification bell if you want the notifications. Hit me up in the emails, papaghouse@gmail.com and at Papa G's house everywhere else. Love you lots, guys. Have yourself a great weekend. Stay safe, and we'll see you next week for some more awesome content. But until then, we say peace.
I don't wanna go anywhere else. I wanna go to Papa G's.
Yeah, that's where we're going.